Permission granted.
29th of May, Rabbi Levitt, Horeb.
Okay, let's go. Oh, good morning, Mayor.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so we finished chapter 17, Rachamim. We
Correct.
go to 18, Netira,
Resentment.
guarding something. Okay, Lou, you want to start?
Nor bear a grudge against the children of my people, of thy people. Leave no room in your memory for wrong or insult which you may have suffered, even though you may not have desired to act in that spirit immediately. Quickly replace it in your heart with love, which your brother himself may have frightened away from it. However, he may have behaved towards you. Obtain for him the love which God requires of you as for his child, and which you owe to your brother not merely as repayment for life.
Okay. However he may have behaved towards you, retain for him the love which Hashem requires of you as for his child.
What does that mean?
So whatever it was that he did to you, however he acted towards you, you're required to retain a love for him, this fellow Jew, which Hashem requires of you. Hashem requires this of you to act in that way as for his child. And which you owe to your brother, not merely as repayment for life. I don't know what those two things he said what they mean. Which Hashem requires of you as for his child. He requires it of you. Yeah.
The end of the pasuk says, "I am Hashem." So maybe that's what it's referring to, that Hashem treats us as his children. And therefore we shouldn't take a grudge against any one of the Jewish people.
Okay, so the word "as for" is a bit not clear. In other words, it should have translated as that Hashem requires of you because this person is Hashem's child.
Yeah.
Hashem doesn't want you to bear a grudge against his children.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's you that it's referring to. You are required to love your brother because you're Hashem's child.
Okay. Very good.
That's the
Excellent.
point.
Maybe that's why it says "as for" instead of "because."
Right. In other words, Hashem gave me life. Therefore, I have to
Which you
repay
owe to your
Hashem
brother.
by loving my brother. But
Hmm.
even more than that, I have to repay him as his child. I don't know.
Repayment for life, not merely as repayment for life. You owe your brother not merely as repayment for life. Okay. Yeah.
In other words, there's two reasons. One is he's my brother, and the other is I have to repay Hashem for giving me life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. Okay, section 130. We go to Mayor.
Okay. It says, if your brother has wronged you in your property, forget it at once, even if he has not asked you to do so. What he took was not yours, and he did not take anything from you. Where injury has been done to your person or honor, be easily appeased as soon as your brother asks for forgiveness and desires to be reconciled. He who soon forgives is soon forgiven. If you are really good, if anava, humility, is one of your qualities, you will forget hurts and insults without pardon being asked of you. Like the well-known chassid, you will never lie down to sleep without being reconciled with the whole world, all of which God covers with the wings of his peace. Excuse me.
Ufros alenu sukas shlomecha. And we say that on Friday night. Special way that we end off the tefillah before what? Before Shmon Esrei. Hashem covers with the sukkah of shalom. Okay. Okay, so that's the point. Different madrigas of wronging to property sounds like it's the lowest madriga of wronging, because that, he says, just forget about it, whether he comes to you and tries to appease you or not, because it doesn't belong to you anyway. It's like he said before, it's all, everything that we have is on loan. It belongs to Hashem. He's loaning it to us. But what if the injury was to your person or to your honor? So that's more of a affront. That's closer to home. So then he says you should be appeased, meaning when he comes and asks for forgiveness and tries to appease you, you should do that. And he says, if you're an anav, though, if you're like a special chassid or something, then even if he doesn't come, because there is such a thing that we say it's part of the seder of Kriyash Ma'alamita that he's referring to over here. that it says that I forgive everybody, whoever, whatever they did to me, whether they did this to me, whether they did that to me, whether to my property, whether to my person, whether to anything. So that's what he's referring to over there, and that's the midah of a chassid. That's of an onav. Okay, fine. 131.
Your forgiveness
131. Yeah.
must be real and complete, so that no trace of rancor remains in you. Must be genuine restoration of the old brotherly love. What has happened must be really obliterated. Do not deceive yourself. It is not easy for it is so easy not to perform this duty. If left to itself, the mind long remembers insults and injuries, even after forgiveness has been asked, even after reparation has been made. It goes on saying, how could a man behave to me so? We can never be the same friends again. And so a feud goes on for generations, separating those whom God would wish to see united.
Yeah. No pashut. Okay. Right. This is one of the things that it says in the Birkas Kriya Shema before we say Shema, that I should point it out so you be able to notice it the next time you read this. That the midah of Hashem is not like this. It's even more special. This is from the Vilna Gaon. Let me get a siddur.
I have it here.
Oh. I'm looking through this siddur for Shachris. It reminds me of some things that I didn't say.
Well,
Trying to keep up with the Sipur. Okay, it's before Krishma, and we say,
seems like it's the very first thing.
we say, what?
The very first thing says, Master of the universe, I hereby forgive anyone who angered or antagonized me or who sinned against me, whether against my body, my property, my honor, or against anything of mine, whether accidentally or willfully, and so forth. Keeps going on and on.
Very good.
Where are you reading, Mayor?
It's the paragraph before the bracha hamapil in my siddur.
What type of siddur? Which
Well,
siddur
it's
is
Art
that?
Scroll, but it's Nusach Sfard.
Art Scroll. Okay.
The paragraph begins with Ribono Shel Olam.
Oh, that's it. Right. Ribono Shalom. Right.
And this is before Shema, after Baruch Hu?
No, we're getting
No,
we're getting
you're
two
in
things mixed up
Horeb.
over here. There's two things that we're talking about. First, we were talking about what it says here in Rev Hirsch at the end of 130, that he says that the chassid wouldn't lie down to sleep without being reconciled with the whole world.
Right.
So that's talking about Krishma Alamita, and that's what Mayor just read.
Okay, where is that in the Siddur?
Let's see. It should be right after Marib, I would think.
After Mariv.
In my siddur is Marib, then Sfira to Omer, and then Kriya Shema al Hamita.
Right.
Okay, and then I see Rabono Shalom. That's the paragraph.
That's it. Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. And then while we're on the point, there's a very important addition to this as well, that that the late Rosh Hashiva was his yortzeit a couple weeks ago, Rav Gershon Edelstein, Zatzal. He would always point out that about this that we say Ribono Shel Olam, that it's really in our best interests that we let go of things that happen to us, that people do to us, et cetera, that harm us, so to speak, and insult us, et cetera, because if we don't let go of them and we hold on to them, he says that, and Hashem hears that we are still in pain about the matter, then Hashem could punish that person that did that to us.
Oh.
And then there'll come a fallout to us because of this, that Hashem had to punish this other person because we did not let go. Oh, Alan is calling.
I sent him a link
Okay, so
about an hour ago.
and I was looking in all of my little parsha sheets from Rav Gershon in the past year, the year before that, and I still couldn't find where he says this, but I remember distinctly that he says this. Hello, Alan. Good morning. The internet is not working with you. Oh boy.
Please tell him I am going today at 4:00.
Oh, Lou says he is going to be going at 4:00 today, and Lou, another point over here in the discussion is Lou said that he told, number one, he said that he sent you a link, so you should look for the link for today, and yeah, he's going at 4:00 today also, right? Okay. Oi, oi. Wow. Oh, okay. Hopefully it'll work soon. Bezrat Hashem. Bye. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, and just try it again and it works. It says it doesn't, you don't have internet, it says. You don't have internet. Okay, fine. Thank you. So you turn it off and try it again and it works. Okay, so that was one thing that we were talking about that Rav Hirsch mentioned. And then he mentioned in 131, he's talking about the fact that truth of the matter is, it's not so easy to perform this duty of forgiving people. And because it's human nature that a person keeps on repeating to himself, how could this person behave in that way towards me? We can't, how could we be friends after such a thing that he did? So person, that's the nature of a person. Now I want to point out, bring to your attention a very noteworthy parish of the Vilna Gaon in the Birkas Kriya Shema. Right before we say Shema, we say Abba Rabba, Ahavtanu Hashem Elokeinu, with an unbounded love. This is in Shachris. Right before Kriya Shema Shachris, Abba Rabba. And of course, we say it at night as well. We say Abbas Olam, but it's quite much the same. And we say over here all of these different expressions of Hashem's how he loves us. And it says Chemla Gedola Viseira Kamalto Aleinu. Hashem, you have shown such above and beyond great and abundant pity towards us. And so we see over here that this unbounded love that Hashem has loved us. It doesn't say what it is that it's talking about over here specifically. It just says, this is what Hashem you have done for us. Where do we find this? So the Vilna Gaon, his Talmud, the Siach Yitzchak, or Yitzchak Malzin in the Siddur, he says, because remember, Klal Yisrael, you made the golden calf, right? And that was how many days was that after Matan Torah that Hashem appeared to you and gave you the Torah and you know, all the kolos and the brakim and everything and the excitement, and before that was Gulas Mitzrayim and Kriyas Yamsuf. Look what everything Hashem did for you, and after all of that, so quickly after that, you made a golden calf. And nevertheless, what did Hashem do? He not only did he pardon us, he said, okay, I forgive you, right? But not really interested in having too much to do with you after that. And don't call me up and we're not gonna go out for dinner anymore. And just I forgive you, just stay out of my life, right? But Hashem didn't do that. Hashem brought us even closer. He gave us Luchos Shnias. He gave us the second set of the tablets. And then we started building the Mishkan. And we got a place which was a Makam Kavua, says the Ramban, a permanent reenactment, really, the Ramban says, of Matan Torah that takes place in the Mishkan, and the great closeness that Hashem has to the whole Jewish people through the Mishkan. We even got closer to Hashem than we were before the golden calf. And that's what the Gaon says, that this is talking about over here. Ahava Rabba Ahavtanu Hashem Elokeinu, you've loved us with an unbounded love. Chemla Gedola Viseira Chamalta Aleinu, you have pitied us with a great and abundant pity. And Rav Brevda Zatzal would point out that's what's the difference between Hashem and other people. We got even closer to Hashem after the Chet Egel than we were before. He brought us closer. So that's how much Hashem loves Klal Yisrael. And that's who Hashem is. Not like people. Okay. 3 minutes left. And we got 3 lines. for 3 minutes left. Oh, actually, now it went to 2. Okay, so you'll have to read very fast. Whoever has to read it now. 132.
I will try to read it quickly then. Not so, you Israelite. Your God requires you to forget, therefore forget. Practice this duty, start early, and it will come easy to you. It is never difficult if you have anava, humility.
And it refers us back to section 97, which I guess was talking about humility. That is the ability to forgive and forget something is a function of the level of a person's humility.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Okay, Yashikoyach, everyone.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All the best.
Okay, very
We'll
We'll
good.
try to be back. Bez Hashem, and we wish Mayor a great day.